Hello everybody, my name's Paul and I'm going to introduce you to my 1981 Dodge Space Van project. When I say Dodge, it's actually British. It's a rebranded comma from when the Roots Group were taken over by Chrysler back in the late 70s. They were quite a common sight at one time. Now there's less than a handful left, even more so standard ones, and I'll show you what I've been doing to mine now. I'll start with a little bit of history about the van. It was originally a British gas van, and then it died and was left in a scrapyard for 19 years before it was rescued by the person I bought it off, who was a guy called Alan, who was a guitarist, and he was touring the United States with Gloria Gaynor at the time I bought this. You'll notice it says Glasgow Daily News on the side. That's actually a fictional newspaper and was put on there by the BBC. They used it for a drama called Field of Blood back in 2011. It was shown 2012. It's also been in a Nicole Kidman film not too long ago called How to Talk to Girls at Parties. It was a bit of a flop. The best bit was the last 2 seconds of the film, which had this van in it. So, right, if we start around the front, these vans have a big plastic fake grille on the front. But because of the modifications this van's done, it's actually been opened up and it is actually a proper grille to allow airflow through to the radiator. Put the light on. There we go. We've got an oversized radiator in there now, and you'll see why in a minute. Brakes on these are drum brakes all around. It's quite hard to get a set of discs to fit. So I've used some steel toe cap boots, made some air scoops for the drums. And this is why we need a bigger radiator. Yeah, that's a 6.6 Ford V8, which has had a lot of work done on there. It's a mid-tune. We're looking at 350 to 400 horsepower with a 3-speed gearbox, straight through exhausts. If we move back slightly further, excuse the rustling, we've got a Rover P5 back axle in there, mounted on a 5-link dragster style setup. You see the panhard rod going across there. We've got an oversized custom made aluminium fuel tank. We'll go in the cab and I'll show you around there. Now the cab's pretty much standard on the dashboard side. We do have a oil pressure gauge there instead of a voltmeter. You see the radiator is under there. We had to move that forward. It was originally back here. We've now got a cover over there. That's the heater. The blower fan's under that seat. Draws its air from under the seat, which is incidentally an MGF seat on each side. Got a ratchet shifter there with a broken compass as a gear knob. Now I do have, unfortunately it's not in at the minute, a 1940s porthole that sits over the top of the radiator cap there to access that. And we'll move back and we'll look up. We've got a 1970s style overhead console that I made, the radio in it, voltmeter, and the switch gear for starting the engine. We'll move back slightly again. We've got a full roll cage, and then we've got the engine. Like I said, it's a 6.6 Ford. Came from a 1979 Lincoln Continental, and it's been gone through. We've got racing pistons in there, aluminium heads and rockers from Australia. The intake came from America, as with all the other bits, and a 4-barrel double pumper cab, which I can't actually start the engine for you because it's all drained down for winter. I hope that was interesting. I went on a little bit longer than I anticipated, and thanks for watching.